Hey everybody, this is Terry. Today is January 7th, 2023. I almost said 22 right there. So I thought it would be um, a good idea for me to share some information on some of the plants that I have currently that are doing good, which are the evergreens. And I took a account recently, and I have about 80 plus or minus species of plants. And I'm so sorry, every time I'm doing a video, the dogs are barking. so, yeah, so 80 different plants, plus or minus, maybe five. So, okay, I'm just gonna wait until everything quiets down. Oh my goodness, so it went on for like a good 2 minutes, the siren and the dogs. So I thought it would be a good idea to share with you how I have been taking care of the plants that I have, starting with the evergreens since they're doing good right now and it is winter. So the first one that I'm going to share with you are my gardenias, which is they are in the back of me right now. So this the gardenias here that I have, they are the old-fashioned type, which means they have just a single bloom structure. So instead of double blooms, these just have single blooms, and they smell really good. Um, the I cannot recall the zone, but I will put it up for you. I believe it's at least I want to say 7 to 9. Um, I'm I'm in zone 7B, and they are actually native in my zone here. So a little history about the gardenias I have here. I have 4 of them, and they are original to the house. When we bought it, they were already here. Um, and this is before I was even into gardening. So we got this house in 2013, late 2013, and I'm so sorry now the AC unit is going on as well. So I am so sorry if you're not able to hear me. I'll try to talk louder. So um, we got we bought the house in late 2013, and the next year I remember that they got infected with these, I don't know, fungus, some kind of fungus infection, and the plants were covered in these black, I don't know, spots. I mean, I wouldn't say spots. The whole 4 plants were pretty much covered. It was a bad infestation. Of course, I didn't know about plants. I didn't do anything. But the next year, they got better, and then the next year they got even better. So maybe it took a good 2 seasons for them to flush back nicely. Um, so 2019 was when I started gardening, and we pretty much redid our landscape here as far as the front goes. We had we had some evergreen shrubs in the front, and then of course the gardenias. And I asked my husband to just use he helped me pull them out essentially. And again, I didn't know about plants, so I left them there, I would say close to a week before I planted them, because I noticed that they had roots, and I was like, oh, these plants have roots, so they should do well in the ground, no matter when I would plant them. So that was a that was a newbie move on my part, but they actually still did well after, I would say, at most 1 week just being out, above ground. But this was in spring. It wasn't in the summer, thank goodness. But the reason I say they're tough is because the evergreens that we had to move, they all died. But at the same time, those evergreens were a lot bigger the than the gardenias, so of course they would require more care. So anyway, I felt really bad killing off those evergreen. They were like conifers. So anyway, I felt really bad about that, but I'm glad that these survived. So I know that if they survived almost a week, um, with them being above ground, me not doing anything, and they still survived and did well, then I know that um, they are very tough. And just wanted to let you know too, that if I have old pictures of the blooms, I'll go ahead and pop them um, up on the screen for you to see. So yeah, I would definitely recommend you growing these if you are in a zone that you can grow them, because they are very worth it. They look really nice right now, and then the blooms have such very nice fragrance. So let me show you close up of what they look like. Here's one of them. Um, they got hit by the bad weather that we had a little bit there, so I could see some buds coming up. Or I should say this season, they got hit by the bad storm that we got in March. So because of that, I really didn't get any blooms from them this season, because they were about to bloom and they just kind of got zapped. So I'm hoping that I will get a lot of blooms from them this time or next season. So you can see how big they are. It's probably a good 3.5 feet wide and 3.5 feet tall. So that's that one. Here's this one. This one is a little bit smaller. Not as high or not as tall, but the width is pretty much the same. And then here's the last one. Here's the last one that's around here. So this is the biggest one that I have. It's a good, I would say a good close to 4 feet wide and probably 3 feet 3 feet high. So now I'm going to take you to the very last one, which if you have been watching my videos, you know that I transplanted one of them and separated them into different plants. So I'll show you the main ones that I have. Just give you a bearing here. So that's that one, and then the other one used to be here, which I dug up. If you go back to the old video, you'll see I dug up from here and then transplanted to different spots. So here was that last one, and I transplanted so many, but unfortunately some of them, only some of them made it because of me. It was very, very hot at that time, and I should have been better at planting. I should not have planted them knowing that I was going to get some heat. So here's the other one. That one is doing pretty good. All right, here's one of the other transplants. It's over here near the bridge garden. And I have another one right there, which is just a stump, but it's still alive. I didn't show you another one, but I have 4 total out of the many that I was able to get from that one plant. I am so sorry, everybody. There's just a lot of background noises right now. I have the dogs on this side, and now I have some kind of tractor or trailer on this side, so I apologize. And then I don't talk that loud either. So I'm going to be, featuring other plants as we're going along. The ones that are still doing great right now, so you can see what would work well for you as well in, especially if you're in the same zone, a growing zone like me in 7B, that you can grow gardenias. And then I'll be showing you some other winter plants that you can be growing as well. Maybe not necessarily growing them right now in the winter, unless your winter is pretty mild. Usually, typically, I can still continue to grow in winter over here, but this season it's been kind of different. We've been getting a lot more colder days than not colder days. So because of that, it might be better to just wait until spring to start planting these. So whatever works for you, you can try that out. But like I said, the gardenias are very easy to grow. If I didn't mention, they are very low maintenance. And once they're established, they don't require much at all. So I hope you found this video about gardenias helpful. Thank you for watching, and until next time, bye for now.